It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gage. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive, read option left. And he probably should have just handed that one off. He is snowed under in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David Soap
turning it on. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it up to 36.
And this offense is built around this dude. I mean, he is sensational. He's been so fun to watch, like play, pitch, and catch, spread the ball around, complete and total command of the offense, and that's why he's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's got a real chance to go to New York and try to win that Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Here they come, facing third and long from the 40.
Hey, sweetie.
From the gun.
Go get one.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Gage.
Ask Mom.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a third and short. Crosses the 30, he's going. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, this guy's showing you the whole gamut, the whole arsenal. Like, he can run, he can throw, he can handle the moment, he can handle pressure. I'm interested to see how he finishes this season. He's already in the top 10 in total touchdowns.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Bringing the heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Michigan's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the thing. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Maybe can be a little more aggressive here after the offsides penalty. It's 1st and 5. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play call? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good group.
Caught in the backfield. It's Love. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Fires to the tight end. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. That's reeled in. It's Monk. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. The Wolverines have their offense in high gear. They go to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
With the catch, it's Mung. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. The give to the back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that.
Oh, he just held it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
From the gun, give on the inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. It's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Fires to the big fella. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
The Wolverines trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill. Go get the running back. Get him on the ground.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Right on the money. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Rudolph. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab. It's Love. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. And the Wolverines are in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming down.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it. They get the turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Motion from the wide receiver. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Flips it out in the flat. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Hang on, Swoopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Finds his man. It's Love. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
He lost one down the sideline. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grab behind the line. It's Bryant. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. And this setter downs gets started from the 33. 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And that is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back now. Pretty good field position. There's still a few ticks left on the clock. They've got a chance to steal some points here late in the half.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, the ground game. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot.
The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. There he goes. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Running game got it done on the last play, and now it's first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They're going to ride this running back. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. A run for the quarterback. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines have it with a first. They'll run it from the gun. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
This fucking game.
Play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Run a play, hurt. Run a play, hurt. Run a play, hurt. Hurt, 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 hurt.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw.
Whoa.
And the heat gets home.
Everyone's fucking hurt.
And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young to Moses. Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
And when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back.
He's hurt. That guy's hurt.
Great pass rushers at Ohio State.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line.
Nice.
He'll settle for some pretty good field
That's what we like.
and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Ready to fire from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, it's been a defensive struggle so far in this game. In the first half, we saw that. And I guess the question is in the second half, can these defenses keep it up? It looks like this one can. Getting a sack there on second down. They're still playing with a tremendous sense of urgency.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. A strike downfield. Flying down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. They send the tight end in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Got it. Touchdown, Ohio State. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Forget about those tight ends, right? They come up and they block most of the time. A lot of time near the line of scrimmage, and then occasionally offenses do a great job. Get creative, find a way to get a good matchup for the tight end. And he does the rest and gets in for 6.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. They're trailing by 10 to Georgia. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Running into the open space. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down.
That's not even the fucking play I picked.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally. They understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense defense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting... up would be huge here. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs. They can move and run all over the place and give you so many options, is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Well, late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a 1st down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barrett. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Throws a nice completion there for a 1st down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers, and that's why he's in the discussion to win the Heisman Trophy.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage. Oh, he's got some space. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. Big play like that to open a drive just builds the confidence. Now 1st down from the 46. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Fires to the right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Got it behind the line. It's Bryant. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That's cool.
And he shows you the arm right there, but I tell you what, I've been impressed with this young man and his ability to both rush, throw, lead a team, put up huge numbers in the top 10 in total TDs running and passing. And this dude very much in the Heisman race. He's had a great season. He can do a little bit of everything.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bryant. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Field goal is good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he will be sacked. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights.